Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. Desai calmly anticipates. Opts for safety. And it's Modric. Modric proves just a little bit too strong. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
He's had a shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Cruyff. Desai makes the interception. Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, this looks sharp. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Argentina are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And here's Eto'o. Cruyff tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a lovely, neat pass. Romario. Now, can they get him away? And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Takes the shot! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ferdinand. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Gerrard. Thuram. And it's Gerrard. And it's Cruyff. And this is Eto'o. He has a look up. Shot a goal! It's anyone's ball now. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. James. Thuram. Argentina looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. That's Maldini. Desailly. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Company. And it's Cruyff. And it's James Rodriguez. Modric, the conductor, the central... And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Argentina clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Argentina looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Modric. Argentina are looking to break at pace. De Bruyne. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Messi. And he is... and Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Vieira. It's James. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Cruyff. And that has put paid to that. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And now the breakaway. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Vieira is the team's great visionary. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. James Rodriguez could move up a gear here. Vieira. And it's Gerrard. And it's Gerrard. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff! He's got a goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
No way through. And he is dashing away. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Gerrard. Totti. And it's Messi. Messi driving forwards. Oh, that's nice. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Into the last quarter of an hour. Vieira. He'll try from distance. Lovely feet. And Romario! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he thumps it clear. Cruyff with the foul. Oh, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Modric. Space for him to turn and look. Thuram drives forward on the overlap. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne. And here's Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Into the last 5 minutes. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Argentina clearly now in lead preservation mode. Very much into the last knockings. Messi. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Vieira. Modric. That's Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dink through. Now, what about a counter-attack? And we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot stopping is second to none.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And this is Gerrard.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Romario. Here's Vieira. And it's Eto'o. Gets a good foot in there. Modric. Romario. Pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram. Argentina are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Desailly. Cruyff does well to get it back. He's picked his way through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Hammers carries the ball down the right. That's a little off target. And it's Totti. Pass is just off target.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Opts for safety. Maldini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Good running, strong and purposeful, and he's definitely onside. And that is expertly dealt with. More and more pressure on the ball here. Ferdinand. And it's Vieira. Now Modric. Messi. Ibrahimovic. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vieira. Could move up a gear here. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Modric, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. This is a promising build-up. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And now the breakaway. And it's Messi. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half an hour played now. Thuram cuts it out. De Bruyne. Vieira. And here's Romario. And here's Messi. Thuram. Totti. Now it's Cruyff. Nicely spread. Hammers picks it up out wide. Applies the finish!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And it's Gerrard.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Tries one from range. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... It's Hammers!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Modric gets a foot in here. Hammers cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Thuram.
Japan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And here's Cruyff. Gerrard. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And it's Thuram. De Bruyne with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. James Rodriguez. And it's James Rodriguez. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's well positioned here. James Rodriguez! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Desailly, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And here's Cruyff. Just eases him off the ball. Referee's given a throw. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
Modric. And it's Eto'o. And here's James. Vieira. Messi. And here's Mbappe. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Goes for a shot! Silvestre clears it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Mbappe, nicely aimed pass. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. No goals as yet. Modric, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him.
Argentina are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it.
Towering header! And that was very necessary. Akanji is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Silvestre. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And Akanji. Lahm. Vieira. Lahm. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. And they're back on the ball again. This might spell danger. Varane can clear it away. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. And it's Modric. Argentina disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Desai. Silvestre. It's Bellingham. Silvestre. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross to the back. Getting up there! There it is! And there is your opener. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Modric really struggling to influence the game.
He needs him.
Applies the finish! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Desai. And it's James Rodriguez. Over to the right flank. Lovely bit of skill. He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Thuram. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now that is commitment to the cause. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Silvestre gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a good ball. Now that's a fine challenge.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through the gears here. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Argentina go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Mbappe. Maldini. Knocks it into space. Varane spots it and intercepts. Maldini. And it's Modric. Neymar. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Schneider. And it's Vieira. James. Modric. Foot in. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Missed by a fraction. Eto'o needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Thuram picks it up out wide. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. 60 minutes played. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's the chance to counter. That could spell trouble. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Again, a brilliant save. And it's Lahm. And that's aimed into the middle. And that is expertly dealt with. James Rodriguez is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider. Schneider going face to face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Lahm. That'll be a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Vieira. Eto'o. James Rodriguez. It's James! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, shooting chance! And he can clear it away.
This has to be a spell of no fear. They can't leave anything out there.
Vieira calmly anticipates. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a pretty loose pass. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vieira. Pressing high and with purpose. Vieira. Spread it left. Showing great feet there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Vietnam can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Vieira. 2 minutes to be added on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I hate to sound too harsh, Peter, but that was poor. I mean, devoid of ideas, devoid of guile, devoid of cohesion, and ultimately devoid of any real fight. It just wasn't a great watch.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he has been fouled there. Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldo. And it's Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram threads one in. Here's Vieira. Schneider. Schneider going face to face with his great rival. Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Thuram. Akanji. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And he stands tall, impenetrable. No goals as yet. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ibrahimovic, real chance! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Argentina! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Great defending, strong and determined. Vieira is always looking to break lines. Argentina currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Maldini. And it's Thuram. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Short changes him with that pass. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. He's picked his way through. Crossed into the box. Schneider is there and he can get that clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And they can counter here. Great vision. Oh, super find. A lot of space ahead of him. And he's in on Kvaratskhelia! And a neat finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Kvaratskhelia, very much a man of this moment. Just past the 40th minute mark. Ibrahimovic, looking for options for movement. He's got away. Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! And it's been hooked away. Bellingham. Tries to play it through. That's Vieira. Looking for the run. Now it's Vichard, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Maldini getting this one clear. Vieira clears without hesitation. That's it, 45 minutes up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Argentina looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So off we go again. Silvestre. Silvestre drives forward on the overlap. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Varane cuts out the pass. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Bellingham looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? David Villa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ibrahimovic is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Kvaratskhelia is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Neymar receives it in a good position here.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Maldini. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Thuram. Rice can so cleverly bypass the press. No way through. Knocks it into space. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Vieira. And it's Neymar. And he's picked it up out wide. Looking for the far post. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, Red, nice interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Kvaratskhelia on 2 now and looking for 3. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's gone direct here.
Argentina have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rafael Varane. And it's Schneider. Schneider charging forward, the ball at his feet. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. That's a good foray he's making. Maldini proves too strong, too smart. Lahm. Messi has it out wide and in space. Corner number 3 coming up. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Schneider, and he was quick to react. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! And the keeper threw out a limb.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And this is Ronaldo. Lahm, Cristiano Ronaldo. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Kvaratskhelia taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Rafael Varane. And it's Maldini. Maldini venturing down the left. And they've switched it over to the other side. Now Modric. Vieira. Schneider. Good running, strong and purposeful. Vieira. Messi. And it's Gerrard. That's Vieira. And they can counter here. Argentina controlling the possession in this early phase. Maldini. No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, look at the space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Vieira. Vieira. Quality ball. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Sneijder. Sneijder going face-to-face with his great rival. It's Ibrahimovic! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Villa. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sneijder.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Guardiola gets it away. Now, what about a counter-attack? 30 minutes gone. Now, can they get him away?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Modric. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
David Villa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's clever. Good read, needed to be. Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, what a mistake! It's out for a goal kick. He's had it taken off him. Vieira. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Not where it came from. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're off again.
Argentina are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nicely weighted ball. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. He's a sharp little ball here. Modric. There will be a throw-in. Desai. Vieira. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Messi. Modric. And it's Sneijder. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Modric gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And no surprise, that's a booking. Perilously close. Ibrahimovic tries to pass it through. That's a good ball. Yep, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Modric, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Messi, and this is Messi. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Thuram. Oh, that is a nice touch. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Thuram. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's Thuram. And it's Modric. No, he wasn't going to let him past. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Vieira gets across and deals with it. Gerrard. That's good running with the ball. And he skips past his man. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Argentina. Número 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Número 13. Número 19. Messi. Número 11. Entran. Número 14.
That's put pay to the danger.
Número 41. Número 9.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
The most accurate pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Cruyff. Rafael Varane cannot be beaten that easily. Nice looking ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Rafael Varane. James. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Chance! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Not a bad try by any means.
Rice certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Thuram. Oh, this looks sharp. In with the challenge. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's been shifted off it. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, looking for the run, and this is Eto'o. They'll have to settle for that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
There's the whistle and here we go. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Thuram. Now, can they get him away? Oh, what has happened here? Modric. David Villa. And now the breakaway. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa. Out towards the flank. Silvestre made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. That's a sharp pass.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Desailly kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Ibrahimovic. Modric, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And it's Cruyff. Oh, some astute defending there. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, that's good defending.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Vietnam are down to 10 men. Maldini. Vieira. Modric can see things others simply cannot.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Maldini. And they can counter here. And it's Cruyff. Looking to play him in. No, he's just misjudged that one.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. Maldini. Kvaratskhelia. Upamecano calmly anticipates. Silvestre in with the challenge. He'll try to keep this alive. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Modric. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Villa.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Thuram. And back to the keeper. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Cambio.
So, into the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Knocks it out wide. David Villa. David Villa! Oh, crossbar!
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Modric. Opts for safety. And it's Varane. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Vieira is always looking to break lines. And here's Messi. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Drives it in. Terrific effort against the crossbar. Caught offside that time. Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And it's Cruyff. Very nicely done. He's found the way through. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Thuram gives no quarter whatsoever. Thuram powering forward here. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Looking for options for movement. Now the delivery. Buffon claims it. Safe hands. Vieira. Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception, and it's been given away. Always goal side, and a chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, good finish. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Back where it came from.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That is ended up in no man's land. Played into space. Maldini. Here's Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic receives it in a wide position. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he's quick to get rid. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ball has bounced loose now. Not too much more here than seeing our time, and time is very nearly seen out. Courtois with the clearance. Silvestre. Now it's Cristiano, just about within shooting range. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it wasn't a great game, Peter, not by any...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's Messi. Oh, nice touch. And Messi! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vieira trying to keep this in.
This is the time you need that pace.
Akanji, great vision. It's a promising position. He's done well to get that clear. And no, he's seen through all of that. Argentina already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Nicely weighted ball. Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. Silvestre just loves to go forward whenever he can. Akanji gets across to intercept that. James Rodriguez is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Vietnam really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And Messi! Against the crossbar! Well, that is one way to stop him. Can he get on the end of this? Pass somewhat off target. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. David Villa. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Vietnam with the corner, they're first. And a header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide, in towards the back stick. And it's turned away. He might be in. Chance for a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Argentina really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And that has been cleared. That is good strength. Oh, such a clever touch.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That pass has been well intercepted.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
Messi
reglamentario.
has a look up and delivers. And that has been knocked clear. Cristiano Ronaldo! In he goes again. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Argentina really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Argentina are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. We're on the move again. Argentina currently ahead by the smallest of margins. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Messi. He is through here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Thuram running with the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Desailly is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Looking to play him in. James Rodriguez. Cannavaro. And it's James Rodriguez. Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. Still just a single goal between the sides. And he was quick to react. Messi, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here. Yeah, and they've got... He's going for goal! It's anyone's ball now. In with the challenge.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Always onto this.
Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's really well manoeuvred. Messi is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Messi. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now that's well seen too. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He can run onto that. Now it's Villa. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Kvaratskhelia. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Argentina clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's Bellingham. He's on it, can he get away? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. James Rodriguez. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 11. Número 9. Número 19. Messi. Entran número 20. Número 10. Número 80. Número 3. Número 14. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Ah, he's given it away. He has found a way through. It's Gerrard! No, not quite.
Gerrard clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Cannavaro. Argentina still ahead by the game's only goal. Desai. Maldini. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Desai. And it's Vieira. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And this is Cruyff. And they've got rid. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he get away here?
Argentina really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
That is good alertness. Thuram. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was...